to Biomutant. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. That's the leftover you're looking for. This is no way to live, but keep at it anyhow. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. Do you feel safer or more exposed in the dark? The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. It's so much brighter without the night.
Forse in mo diava. In mo over bubuk
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Out there with the monsters, it's kill or be killed. Which will it be for you? You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Worries that when the world dies, there won't be any monsters left. What will he shoot then? Gets why you're thinning the herd so hard, but he wishes you'd leave some monsters for everybody else. Approves of you working with the Jagni. They have the enjoys it when he gets the chance, though they're not much good against monsters. But enough of that, right?
Sam undlum faubso. Intabadam favujindo.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Schon.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Bustaran yadafa. Badan udinamawa. Ja.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a...
Piata uksa u intabadan kale.
thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed.
Amanka.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Dre. Bestilka.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Silogo partilea fanish. Bestilka.
There's no better place to start than a scrip cave.
Papa Zulu.
Thinks you have bigger issues than your so-called haunting skills if you're going to nitpick on his grammar. Let's see. Feel like a landed fish? You sound like one. Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Shot through. Stomping time. Leave that scrap behind. Control your destiny, or someone else will. Couldn't just be open, eh? Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. Netted. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Keep on walking. Just keep your hands upon the steerer. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Can't rely on technology all the time. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. Gizmo's made vehicles before to It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mekton to do the job, take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He's sure you remember enough of what he taught you about upcycling to fit some skronky gear to the Mekton on your own. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Seems surprised you have to go. There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. Now, this is the way to travel. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Knock 'em flat. Crack open that tin can and escape. Dead on. Mekton is even mightier. A great thing even better. Bang Shelter 7B is still there, open and ready to shelter. You'll get another chance to shout someday. Ready to roll? The day is calling. Spring out. Skronky Stomper. Looks like wholesome. A tidy little cave. That's the trick to traveling. Smackdown. You're hurt bad. Now this is what you could call a more rider. Everything feels better. Getting jacked. You really know how to move. That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. Uh-oh. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. A couple of more hits and it's a fried circuit board. Bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end state. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. Wow, what a super-sized worm whip. That must be as big as they come. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. The Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with another world eater. You're halfway there. He's got word out of date spotted Lupin and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it. This is your moment. The time has come for you to face the past and make the Predator pay for what he did. Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed Lupin will stay put until you're there. The yerp fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true.